My mic was muted. My apologies. Double stinker and hooked. My apologies for being late. My apologies for my mic being turned off as I'm waffling to myself here. Yeah, that Everton game was so bad I needed to take a little break, and that little break became a long break. My apologies, guys. Hello, Wim. Hello, Tausif. My apologies for being late. Mic ain't working. Now it is. It was muted. My apologies. And let's just get started. I've wasted everyone's time already. Let's get started. There we go. There we do not go. There we go. So, for lineup, I think Husnov and Ait Nouri will probably not be fit to start. And even if they were, I would not start them because they've not played in a little while. You don't throw them on against Liverpool, do you now? That this is not the game to throw them on. So I'd have O'Reilly and Gvardiol. I think that O'Reilly and Gvardiol here together makes sense. Diaz Nunez. Nunez has some pace, not a great defender, but okay, it's okay. Reinders playing poorly when he's starting at the moment. He's enjoying coming off the bench, I think. He looks sharp when he comes off the bench. Let him come off the bench, I'd say. And then Marmoush. I'd like to start him, but I think the problem with starting Marmoush is you'd be throwing him on against Liverpool as well. So this is the lineup I'd go for immediately, and it's pretty simple. It's just our best lineup, pretty much the same as what we did against Bournemouth, but with Rodri there. And I think it works just fine. Depends on Rodri's fitness, of course. If Rodri can't play, can't start, we'll talk about that later, then you just do this. Problem solved. But no. Let's assume Rodri can start for now. First of all, we played very well. Very well. Well, I just showed my predicts lineup. Against Dortmund. We played very well against Bournemouth. We are playing well. When we have our best players fit, we play well. But we need to play a strong back four that can keep the ball going forwards. A back four that can defend so that we're not on the back foot. Because if you defend well, you have more of the ball because you win the ball back faster. More of the ball means more for your players to do with the ball. So we need to play that back four, not just to stop conceding goals, but to actually attack as well, to win the ball back quicker. Because teams are gonna sit in a deep block against us. We're gonna need time, all the time we can get. So I think when we play with our best team, we are the best team in England. When everyone's fit, we're the best team in England. It's that simple. Okay, is squad depth problematic? Yes, squad depth could be better. But right now, Sherky is looking fit. Marmoush on the bench is fine, I think. I think we're fine. I think we're fine for the next few games, to be honest. I think we are winning against Liverpool. I'm just gonna say that off the bat. I think we're beating Liverpool. I think we're beating Newcastle. We're probably winning every game until halfway the season. If everyone can stay fit and we can rotate in a healthy way. But more on that later. Foden 1-0 outside the box. It is destiny. Hey, listen. Phil Foden, he found his scoring boots at the perfect time, didn't he? Phil Foden suddenly remembered how to play football. And look at the timing. It is perfect timing. You go to Anfield, it's at the Etihad. You play against Liverpool at the Etihad. You score 2 goals like that against Dortmund. This is a player, a very good player, who, yeah, people slandered Phil Foden because he had a poor season last season. No 2 ways about it, he had a poor season. But don't forget, form is temporary, class is permanent. Phil Foden is a class player. He always will be. He's a class player with a good record, by the way, against Liverpool. And he's back to his best right before playing Liverpool. What does that tell you guys? What it tells me is we're gonna have a goal from Phil Foden. I think Phil Foden is gonna score. I can't lie. I mean, I just look at the Liverpool defense, yeah? Because, yeah, we can focus on our team, but I think we should just play the same team that played against Bournemouth, with maybe Rodri in there. Okay, Rodri not ready to start, you play Silva, the exact same team as against Bournemouth. With that team, we've got incredible creativity from Sherky. Foden, again, looking better, looking like he is playing well. What we need in our team right now, yeah, it's just that solidity. Attack is not a worry. We're gonna get the balls from Sherky into Haaland, and Sherky and Foden and Haaland can all score. Gonzalez even in midfield can score. That is not a worry. Even our fullbacks, O'Reilly, Nunez, can score. That's not the problem. What we need right now is solidity. We just need to be solid, keep a nil against any team we play, hold the midfield down, and be able to just get at them. Get at them. Liverpool is a team that's going to press up higher. This is a team that's going to get cooked. I think people have lost respect for Man City last season, and now they press up higher. Now they are more daring against Man City. I would not be surprised if Liverpool come to the Etihad and they go man on man marking, and then Haaland is isolated against Van Dijk. I'll tell you right now, Haaland wins that battle. If Haaland is isolated against Van Dijk, Haaland wins. This is not the best version of Van Dijk, this is the best version of Haaland. Haaland is a superior player. He's gonna blitz Van Dijk, he's gonna push him to the ground, he's gonna receive incredible good balls from Sherky. This game is set up for the Man City win. Liverpool need to do something. It's not Man City who needs to do anything special. And this is why, yeah? Our defense is good. When we concede goals because we stop running because we're winning 3-0. Oh, Dortmund scored. Whoopity-doo, who gives a fuck? The entire timeline was on a meltdown. Go back to my watch long when we conceded to Dortmund. I said congratulations means fuck all. Guess what? It meant fuck all. Our defense almost never concedes. We concede against Aston Villa first. Fair. Aston Villa scored a fucking banger. Liverpool is probably not scoring a banger. I mean, just pure statistics there. Most games are probably not going to be a banger. So, Liverpool would have to score a proper good goal. If we have Rodri and Gonzalez in that midfield, I don't see how they create. Because Rodri and Gonzalez, both incredible defensive midfielders. How are you creating through midfield? These are midfielders who will take away your space, who will lock down midfield, who will set up the wall. These guys will set up a defensive wall. How do you get through midfield when your midfield is worse, 0 goals, 0 assists in 10 games, 0 goals, 0 assists, that against Rodri and Gonzalez. He's not getting his first there, is he? McAllister, not playing at his best. Gravenberg, good player, but not that. Creativity in midfield, they'll need to figure something out. Because that midfield will be incredibly tough to create through. Then you go on the wide areas. Salah on the right wing. Guardiola and O'Reilly will have all the liberties to double up on him. Why will Guardiola and O'Reilly be able to double up on Salah? Because no Liverpool player is going to have a field day against our back line. If Ekitike plays, Josko is going to be fast enough to run back. If Isaac plays, same story. Then on the right wing, who do they really play there? I suppose if Gakpo plays, that's my biggest worry because he can go score a goal. That's about it, really, that I'm worried about for Liverpool's attack. It's a very weak attack. Mohamed Salah is their biggest threat. But Mo Salah is aging. Can double up on him, take him out of the game. That midfield is not creating when it's paired against Rodri, Gonzalez. Liverpool need to create. Liverpool needs to do something. Liverpool need to change the game. If they push up their fullbacks too high though, now Doku is in, now Cherki is in. Doku may be less worrying, but still, Doku can give a good assist, as we saw against Dortmund, his assist to Haaland. So, Liverpool is on the back at the end of this. Because they're losing the midfield battle, their front 3 loses out to our front 4. And quite frankly, I think our front 3 absolutely battered their back line, which is riddled with problems. They've played some good games recently, fair, but good games against a very weak Real Madrid side. La Liga on fraud watch, by the way. And against a struggling Aston Villa. Every game we've not won, I think, has been on the manager. Because Aston Villa, strange lineup. I really don't think, if I look player for player against this Liverpool team, I really don't think that this is a big problem for us. I think they set up in a way that benefits us. Pressing high, Haaland eats that. Okay, we're gonna press up, of course, as well. We're gonna both press up, try to outplay each other. I feel like right now, with Gonzalez in form, if Rodri is fit there as well, and Foden coming back in form, we outplay them. Let's see here. Where am I at? Our defense is solid. Yeah, I agree. People underestimate our defense. People think it's last season, bro. Now, our defense is very solid this season. And in fact, our defense at the end of last season was already solid, but it had inconsistencies, and that inconsistency is Ederson. But now we have Donnarumma there as well. I agree, our defense is solid this season. O'Reilly, Gvardiol can take care of Salah, for the rest they have nothing. That's kind of how I feel about Liverpool at the moment. Let's not underestimate Liverpool. We haven't beaten them, but these records are dumb, Tausif. Like, no offense, these records are so dumb. What does that mean? You haven't beaten them since 22-23. Real Madrid has not beaten X-Team since 2015. What does that mean? Like, these are just... Records like this come to an end. But, like, just factually speaking, Man City will one day win against Liverpool at the Etihad. That is just a fact. Like, these are dumb records. They really are. I don't get why people focus on these records. You haven't beaten a team since then. Okay? We hadn't beaten Spurs away since 2018, I believe. Then we beat them twice in a season. I mean, these records mean nothing. They really mean nothing. That's a meaningless record. I say that for anything. When people say, oh, Man City has not lost since X date against X opponent, I also think that's a dumb statistic. I mean, those statistics end. That's the nature of those statistics. They end. McAllister was man of the match against Real Madrid last game. Okay. What about it? So, Real Madrid's not... I mean, Real Madrid had Trent on the bench. They weren't clicking. They're playing their best midfielder as a right back. So, okay. Real Madrid looks woeful. Liverpool were good, but Madrid looks woeful. He's not been rushed back. You can't come back from an ACL and immediately be that guy again. You can't. But he's still Rodri. He's still very good when he plays. So, it's not been the same, but it's impossible to come back the same when you're coming off an ACL. He's still Rodri. He's still a very good player. He's a player you want in these big games. We've been trying to get him back for this game. No matter what form Liverpool are in, they always somehow turn up against us. That's not true though. Like, when big teams play against each other, players turn up. Man City turns up against Arsenal, even if we're in poor form. Man City turns up against Man United, even if we're in poor form. Every big team does this. Big players live for big occasions. But we shouldn't go, oh, we haven't won there in a while, or we haven't won against them in a while, or they turn up against us, still win. I mean, that means nothing. All of those things mean nothing. Okay, we haven't won there in a while, okay, but someday we will win there again. That is just the nature of statistics. Someday, Man City will beat Liverpool again. Okay, we haven't beaten them in a... Well, okay. That means nothing. They turn up against us. Okay, but that means... not. Of course they turn up against us. We've not won against them since that date. But again, that's a statistic that means nothing. So these are 2 times the same statistic, put in a different wording. And neither time does it mean anything. Liverpool in 23-24 and 24-25, 2 seasons since the treble, was not this bad. Liverpool did not have a run of form this bad. Salah was playing better. Van Dijk and I was gonna say Konate. There you go. Can't speak today. Van Dijk and Konate were playing better. So yeah, they turned up, but they had better players. So or players who were playing better. I feel like the signings they've made. Words underwhelming. Let's be honest, he's struggling to adapt to the Premier League or to the team, whatever it is, he's struggling. Again, this is not analysis, this is just, I am scared. Why should Man City be scared? I'm not trying to take a dig at you, by the way, but why should Man City be scared? That is not analysis, that is, I'm scared. Why are you scared? We just spanked Dortmund. We spanked Bournemouth. We spanked every team we played with our best 11, bar Arsenal. The difference between Arsenal and Liverpool in points, by the way, is at the moment Arsenal is on 25, and Liverpool is at 18. That is a point difference of 7, and we're 10 games in. So I don't get the point. I don't get the point. I'm not saying they're a bad team. They're still Liverpool. But why should we be scared? We are a better Man City. They're a worse Liverpool. We have all our players fit for the first time in the season. Liverpool are only 1 point behind us. Yeah, but all of our points being dropped was in games where our best 11 did not start. So, our best 11 is ready now to start. Liverpool's best 11 has been starting all season. I mean, again, that is I am scared. It's not analysis, it's I'm scared. Remember when we faced Liverpool back in the treble season? I do. 4-1. Yeah, Liverpool was underperforming and they beat us 1-0. But that's at Anfield. But home advantage is always going to be something. Remember Man City playing at the Etihad in poor form. We always pick up wins. Even if we're in poor form, poor away form, picking up a lot of draws or stuff, you win at the Etihad. I think we had like I think we won every game at the Etihad in 2023. I could be wrong there. Your home form is gonna be better than your away form, usually. Liverpool was underperforming that season, but they were picking up most of their points at Anfield. So if you take exclusively their Anfield form, it was pretty similar. It's their away form that suffered, because they weren't as good a team. I think we have the best defense in the league after Arsenal. I mean, I'm gonna talk about that more. I know but I'm just saying. No, that's fair. But I'm just saying. Yeah, I'm just saying. You can't use records like that. I think it's so silly when people in football use records like that. Because it's not an argument. Like, let me give you an example. Man City has not won a league title in 43 years. I think. 1968? 44 years. 44 years. Yeah, so Man City had not won a league title in 44 years. Okay. But we won one in 2012. How long it's been since something happened in the past has no bearing on how likely something is to happen in the future. I mean, those are two completely different things. We haven't beaten them since the treble. Okay. But why? I think in the fourth beat season, at the Etihad, we should have beaten them. We got a goal disallowed that I don't think should have been disallowed for a phony foul on a goalkeeper, which was, by the way, next season given to Arsenal. Like a goal allowed to Arsenal when the same thing happened to our goalkeeper. So, okay, why did we not win? Does it mean anything? What are the states of our squads right now? I think that's more important to look at. So, now, fair enough. Big up to Steve, but I think those are just meaningless statistics. Okay. Like, we haven't beaten Aston Villa at Villa Park in how many years now? I'm not sure. We will at some point. So what does that statistic mean? It means nothing. What's important is to look at our players, their players, what we're likely to play as, what they're likely to play as, and who's more likely to win. If I look at this guide right now, Erling Haaland is the best he's ever been. Last season, Haaland was the worst he's ever been. I'll look right now at Doku. One game may be good, one game may be shit. Cherki is back. That's a huge difference for us as a squad. Liverpool is a team that suffers on the counter. Cherki is a maestro on the counter. Foden is playing well again. If Foden can knock a goal from 30 yards out, that'd be something. Nunez is defending well. Guardiola is absolutely brilliant in that centre-back role. When we last played Liverpool at the Etihad, Guardiola was still playing as a left-back. In fact, I'm pretty sure he played as a left-back at Anfield too last season. I'm not quite sure, though. He might have... I can't remember, but I don't think he played centre-back at Anfield. O'Reilly, who didn't play at Anfield, he only started to come in the team after that, is a player we've gotten that's improved us, has improved since last time we played, improved us, has improved a little bit, it really has improved us. Gonzalez or Kovacic, I take Gonzalez. Rodri or no Rodri, I take Rodri. So our entire 11 is better. If you go back to the last time we played Liverpool, our entire 11 is better. So yeah, we've not beaten them in a while. But literally every single player on the pitch is better. Either because last season they were underperforming and now they're not. Foden, Haaland, Diaz. Or because they were playing out of position. Guardiola. Because they weren't even in the squad yet. O'Reilly. Or just because they've improved. Doku. Or because they're new signings. Gonzalez, Cherki. It's difficult to compare to previous performances, but what I'll say right now, I see the way Liverpool play. Okay, they won 1-0 against Madrid, but look at the way Madrid play. They have no striker. The blueprint right now to beating Liverpool is tall striker, tall, strong, fast striker, Igor Thiago, Schade, Otara, that type of player, running behind Liverpool, get a goal. That is the blueprint to beating them. Kylian Mbappé starts a striker, runs towards the left wing, touches, he's hugging Vini Jr., he's doing weird stuff on that touchline. Madrid play in a way that was just not gonna beat Liverpool, because they weren't exploiting the weaknesses. They were trying to dribble past Conor Bradley constantly. Why? Play a ball over the top, you have a fast... Right? No, that's not the way Madrid wanted to play. So... I look at that Liverpool team, I really don't feel that threatened by them. Oh. Excuse me. Got something stuck in my throat there. Big up Alf. Big up Adam. Big up. But yeah. Salute you. Hey, cheers, mate. Cheers. But I think right now Liverpool is not playing well. Listen, Liverpool is not playing well. We are playing well. They beat Madrid fair. But if I don't want to be arrogant. Let me close this tactical path for a moment. Let me stop being tactical here. Blue Shark. Hey, just saying. I don't want to be arrogant here. But I'm genuinely unconvinced. I genuinely think we are just better everywhere. Our defense is rock solid. Our attack is systematic, has Ryan Cherky, best creator in the league, Phil Foden coming back to form, Haaland on top form. It's going to, if he scores a brace at Anfield, which he's never done, a brace at the Etihad against Liverpool, he's never scored a brace against Liverpool before. If he does that, he reaches 100 Premier League goals. So he's going to be extra motivated. Doku is going to be motivated to prove that he is actually good enough. Because Marmoush right now is on the bench. But Pep is looking at Doku and thinking, Marmoush, should I play him or should I play Doku? Marmoush is coming back of an injury. I'll play Doku. Now Doku has to show, I'm not here until Marmoush is back from injury. I'm here, I'm better. So Doku is going to be motivated. Haaland is going to have that extra motivation. Cherky is just generational creative player. Foden coming back into form at the right time. I hope Rodri starts, but if Rodri doesn't start, honestly, I think Silva, Gonzalez, Foden as a midfield, bullies, Gravenberg, I assume it's going to be Gravenberg, Wirtz, and McAllister. I think our midfield bullies our midfield. If they can't win in midfield, which this season has been the try by Slot. Listen, last season, Liverpool was very good because they played direct. They played explosive, forwards, quick. This season, Liverpool is trying to play more slow, more delicate. They're trying to play these tippy-tappa passes. And I don't feel like that works right now. Especially not against Man City. We are the experts of playing that way. And you show up at the Etihad and you play that way, I feel like you're gonna get cooked. I just don't see it. I really don't. I don't see any of their attackers posing much of a threat. Alexander Isak has always been an average player. I've said that for a long time. He's an average player who's given the castle keys and the system is built around him, so he looks good at Newcastle. But you put him in a good team where he's not the main guy and he suffers. I've said that in the 4-beat season, last season, and I'm going to continue saying it this season. They don't have world-class players in that front three. Gakpo is good, but not world-class. Isak is average. Ekitike is the closest thing they have to a world-class striker, and he's gonna be on the bench probably. If he does play, I've got more worries. And Salah is old. Salah is losing pace, he's not as consistent, sometimes he plays good, sometimes he can't keep up. O'Reilly is playing brilliantly right now. Not to be brilliant, but I really don't see anything from Liverpool. I don't mean to be arrogant, but where do Liverpool beat us right now? Our defenders are better than theirs. Okay, they have Van Dijk, but that's it. Our midfielders are better than theirs. Our attackers are better than theirs. And yet, they're only 1 point behind us. But we started the season out very poorly because injuries. And it's not an excuse, it's just a fact. We had injuries that we don't have right now. That's not an excuse, we should have still won those games. But we lost those games because we did not have Cherki available. Because O'Reilly wasn't playing those games. It was Aki, which was a dumb mistake against Tottenham, in my opinion. And then an injured Aït-Nouri. So we weren't playing our best 11s. Now we are. We drop our best 11 in one game. We are playing brilliant, by the way. We spank Man United. Who was after Man United? Oh, think then hooked here. After Man United was it Monaco? No, it was Napoli. After Man United was Napoli. Spank Man United, we spank Napoli. We get a draw against Arsenal, where our best 11 is off the pitch by the 60th minute. We were winning. We take off our best players. We draw. We played our best 11 against Burnley, spanked them 5-1. We play our best 11 against Brentford, win 1-0. Which, by the way, most teams are struggling against Brentford away right now. We play our best 11 against Everton, Villarreal. We win both games 2-0. Best 11 is dropped against Aston Villa, we lose. Best 11 against Bournemouth, against Dortmund, we spanked them both. When our best 11 has played this season, we have won games. Every single game with our best players we have won. With the exception being Arsenal, where our best players started, but all of them were substituted off, and then a winning position became a drawn position. Our players are the best in the Premier League. Like just blatant. We have the best starting 11 in the Premier League. Does depth leave a lot to be desired? Yes. But depth is not saving Liverpool in one-off games. Over the course of a season, that can change something. But against Liverpool, we are preparing our best 11. I think we win. I think we win comfortably even. Because Liverpool just don't scare me at the moment. What do you think of Liverpool's performance against Madrid, especially heading into this game? Don't think it's that impressive. I think they played well. Liverpool, I'm not taking that away from Liverpool. They played well. They exploited the weaknesses. They punished Madrid for sloppy defending. They played well. But it was a poor Madrid as well. Both things can be true at once. Liverpool play well, and Madrid was poor. Two things can be true at once. They beat Aston Villa. Them beating Aston Villa scares me more. Because their win against Aston Villa was actually a win against a side that plays Premier League football in a specific way. But the problem is, Ollie Watkins is struggling at the moment. Right now, to get at Liverpool, you need a striker to go in behind their lines, and you need a winger to take on their weak fullbacks. They have two weak fullbacks on the pitch. If you can do that, you can score against Liverpool. Now the question is, can you keep the nil? A lot of teams can. Unless you're pressing up all game, because then you expose yourself. Aston Villa don't have that striker. Not at the moment with Ollie Watkins playing poorly. I don't think it says anything, really. I think Liverpool is going to continue to struggle in the league, by the way. Not just against us, I don't think Liverpool is back. I think Liverpool has had 2 wins. They'll beat Forest, they'll beat PSV, they'll beat West Ham. But they've got lucky games here. Leeds, they'll beat. Inter, they'll struggle against. Brighton, they'll struggle against. And then we're mid-December. Are they gonna fix up by mid-December when they play Tottenham away? Maybe, maybe not. It's difficult to say. I'm not convinced by this Liverpool team. I'm really not. Doku over Marmoush. He earned his spots. Yeah, I agree. I think Marmoush is probably not fit enough to start anyhow. But if Marmoush was fit enough to play, I'd play him, to be honest. If he was fit enough to start, I'd start him, to be honest. I think Doku has played a few good games, but not consistent. And that's a problem. You do need consistency. If Liverpool win, it will be because Salah is better than Doku. It will be because on the right-hand side, Liverpool will want to keep the ball on their right-hand side, our left. Why? Doku will be on the left. You keep that ball on this area. You're not afraid of Doku, unless he has a good game, but you hope Doku has a poor game. You feed Salah, that is your chance to win. But Man City, again, I think we have the better midfield. We can force that ball down the other side. We can keep the ball where their wingers aren't popping off. We can keep the ball close to that creative player in Sherky, if he's not already drifting into midfield. I really think a big win is coming against Liverpool. I know, right? Madrid, like I said, they got locked up and back to back at Anfield. Yeah, and as well, it's at Anfield. And again, Man City, when in poor form, has still been able to win games at the Etihad. And that is because you're a big club and you're at your home and this is your place. But I'm looking at their away form, that's not improved. And that's not improved at all. Speaking of Madrid, you have to play the next month after the international break. What's your response on your phone putting these matches? What's your response on your phone putting these matches again? I'm not sure what you mean, Adam. What's your response on your phone putting these matches again? Oh, what's your response on UEFA? Oh, on UEFA. Your autocorrect must have had a... Yeah. Your autocorrect must have had a seizure there. I think they're farming this fixture. Let's be honest, that's what's happening. I'm tired of it, but oh well. Liverpool fans, they had a feeling they will win all 3 games and they already took down Villa and Madrid. They're trying to do City next. What's your response? Well, I have a feeling I'm gonna fuck every woman alive, but it ain't gonna happen, is it? Like, here's the thing, yeah? Feelings... Like, I have a feeling that we will do this. Okay, why? What's your argument? If you have a good argument, sure. But football fans very often just say, oh, I have a feeling. It will happen. I think it will happen. I feel it in my bones. No, you don't. That's sarcoma. Get it checked out. But no. I don't believe in extraterrestrial things. And it's away at Santiago, Bernabeu. That's for the future. Now we worry about Liverpool. City till I die. Big up the creator. Hey, all the big G's are in here today. Adam, Rosa, Creator, Steve, all the big G's are in today. Anyhow, let's continue with this Liverpool preview. I am worried about Salah. Gakpo can do things. And that's honestly where it ends. McAllister is not... Because here's the thing with Liverpool, yeah? I have been talking with Captain Fletch, not like privately talking, but like talking on his streams with him. And he told me Liverpool try to play in a way that accommodates words. Don't drop that. Don't drop that ahead of a big game. You don't drop the style you hope to play for the full season in a big game. You don't do that. Unless you're gonna drastically change style, which I don't see Slot doing. So they play in a way to accommodate words. The problem is, you have Gravenberg, generational. That's not an overstatement. Very good 6. I think Gravenberg is underrated. Very good 6. It's not generational. It's world class. It's gonna be world class, but it's not yet. You've got this world class 6. You've got Words, who's really struggling at the moment. Now you've got to feed Words, but the only one who can do that is Curtis Jones. And Curtis Jones is not your best player. McAllister is. So now you've got to play McAllister, but McAllister can't feed Words in the same way. So now you've got a dysfunctional midfield. So now you drop Words. And now you have McAllister and Szoboszlai. Okay, great. But now you have a midfield that is playing in a system that was not developed for those players. So Liverpool is playing in a system that does not work with those players. Either they play in a system with worse players and a struggling player, or they play that same system with players who aren't made for that system, or they change the system. If you change the system coming into a game against Man City at the Etihad, both your fullbacks have been bored. Your centre-back partnership has been getting carried by Van Dijk alone. That's not going by well. It isn't. So, yeah, they've won 2 games, but it doesn't tell me much. And in case of next month, because time is running fast. But yeah, Liverpool has to be taken care of. I think Liverpool has recruited very poorly. Liverpool bought the big names. They did not buy what they needed. They bought the big names. If Liverpool... Hey, Sunderland! Hey! Hey! My team, bruv. My team. I told you guys in the fucking summer. I told people they're gonna finish in the top 10. Oh, they're not gonna finish top 10. You're sensationalizing stuff. Nah, bruv. When you buy a Dutch international striker, a Champions League brace scorer, and a fucking Champions League knockout phase brace scoring winger who sat on your bench. Xhaka Sadiki Diar, bro. Told people. They've got elite recruitment. Elite recruitment. Bro, cheers to that. Cheers to that. I bet it was Xhaka. I bet it was Xhaka who scored. Let me look that up. Good mob. Sunderland, Arsenal. I bet it was Xhaka. Ballard. Okay, fair. Oh, that must be a corner. Is that a corner? Doesn't say. Was that from a corner? Oh, I bet it was from a corner. Oh, wonderful. Wonderful stuff, guys. We are flying. Yeah, because you lost back-to-back games in February with both Madrid and Liverpool. Yeah, last season. But, I mean, again, if we compared our 11 during those games to our 11 now, every single player is better. Sunderland have balls. Hey, balls. And by the way, Liverpool has regressed. I truly believe we can beat Liverpool tomorrow. Fingers crossed. Come on, Man City. Listen, this has not even been a preview stream. This has just been me trying to convince you guys why we're fucking goated. I don't know if I'm arrogant or if I'm coping or whatever. Just think it's gonna be an easy game. Like, not an easy game because you don't have easy games in the Premier League. But this is gonna be like playing a mid-table team, I think, at the Etihad. This Liverpool team is not set up well at the moment. Maybe I'm coping. Maybe I'm overestimating us. But that's the way I feel. I think we win by a comfortable margin, 3-1. I think Haaland will score a brace, by the way. 100 goals, we will be there. Hey, clean sheet FC gone. Get in, bruv. They beat Chelsea. They did beat Chelsea too. I told people, you get top players who have played in the Champions League, who have played for the national team, they will not be faced against big teams. But people don't get it. Oh, I don't know who this player is. Well, guess what? You know now. They're experienced Champions League players that they bought who are not faced of these big teams. Anfield lad, the Liverpool fan, is celebrating as well. Cheers to him, I suppose. I don't know why he's celebrating. He's not touching on league title. Maybe he's celebrating so he can give us the league title. Big up Liverpool fans. Sunderland just scored against Arsenal. Hey, it's wonderful. I think it's from open play. Sad. Sunderland are good. They are good. I think I heard something. But 1 second, my apologies. Okay, it's nothing. My brother just arrived home and he just threw something in the garage. I just heard a sudden boom sound and I was like, what the fuck? Newcastle fans do not like Sunderland succeeding. Hey, skull issue. Next month, the Derby Classic between the two. Is that next month? Hey, Newcastle, you're gonna lose that Derby, by the way. Just saying. Good news, bro. Tell me, brother. Because I've got good news for you guys. I think we're gonna dominate Liverpool at the Etihad. I think you're gonna see Man City back at its best. This is, by the way, this is a must-win game, by the way. Because if we win this game, we're putting pressure on Arsenal. We cannot afford to drop back from Arsenal. When we played Liverpool last season, it wasn't a must-win. It wasn't. When we, because we were not winning the title. When we played Liverpool in the 4-beat season, it wasn't a must-win game either. Because it was way too early in the season, everyone was close together. This season, it's a must-win. Take the Tottenham record. You have not won at Tottenham since, whatever, 2018, I think it was. Whenever they built their new stadium. Okay. We haven't won it since 2018, great. You play against them in a must-win game, because every time we lose there, before it was first half of the season. We played it once in the second half of the season, a must-win game, we win. Listen, Man City wins must-wins. We must win against Liverpool. It's not can we win, it's we must win. It may be early in the season, but we can't afford the gap to grow. So it's a must-win. We win our must-win games, especially against struggling sides like Liverpool. So, this has not been much of a tactical analysis. I think it's simple. Our players are better. I think it's that simple. If I had to do a combined... Let's do that. Let's do a combined 11 between Man City and Liverpool. Let's do a combined 11. Okay, who's in goal? Donnarumma. No argument. Anyone who says Alisson, bruv, you're smoking crack. Right back. Nunez. No, right back is fucking ping pong ball. Told them they shouldn't have bought him, but okay. Ping pong ball right back. No thanks. I'm choosing Nunez, by the way, because Guzanov is not fit enough to start. We're keeping a mind for injuries. Gvardiol will play on the right side because Van Dijk will play on the left side. And I think Gvardiol is very comfortable. I mean, I don't think I know. Gvardiol is very comfortable with either foot. Van Dijk, I'm not quite sure. Left back, I'm gonna pick O'Reilly, if I'm being honest. I can see Robertson. In fact, I think Robertson even makes sense, but I don't know. He's a bit old. But I'll be fair to Liverpool. I'll be fair to Liverpool. Let's put Robertson in there. Foden, it's no argument. Foden goes in. Ahead of Squirts. Gonzalez goes in. Is Rodri fit or is he not fit? If Rodri is fit, it's Rodri, Gonzalez, Foden. If Rodri is not fit, it's gonna be Gravenberg. Let's be fair to Liverpool, eh? Let's be fair to Liverpool. Let's assume Rodri is not fit. So far, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 City players to 3 Liverpool players. Haaland is gonna be in. No question about it. Cherki is gonna be in and Salah both, so yeah, let's do it like this. And Salah. So, if I'm making a lineup right, if I'm making this 11 right now, comparing, this is very close between Robertson and O'Reilly. I'm being fair to Liverpool by putting Robertson in. We've got a better centre-back partnership because Konate is much worse than Diaz. We've got a better right back, so our defense is better. A better goalkeeper by a long shot. Gonzalez, Cherki in midfield. Foden, who's probably going to be in midfield for us, but this is just to make a logical lineup. I mean, this is just way better. Man City is just way better here. And the players who don't make in for Man City, because look at the players who Man City missed out on. Diaz is dropped for Van Dijk, but Diaz is good. Konate is dropped for Gvardiol. Konate is an okay player, but he's not at Diaz level, is he? Nunez drops Frimpong. Robertson drops O'Reilly. Look at Frimpong, look at O'Reilly. Who's better? O'Reilly. So the Man City players who get dropped are of a higher level, and Man City players are more of them in here. I think it's that simple. I'm not gonna give you guys bullshit tactics this, tactics that. I think it's simple. Player for player, way better. I think these big games are decided player for player. Hey, that's a statistic. Fuck Barcelona. Blue Sharks, by the way. Just gonna say it again. I've got my blue shark back there. That's a Blahai from Ikea. We're gonna win. We're gonna win 3-1. We're gonna concede a goal. Because there's a large stupidity. But we're gonna be comfortable. We're gonna be comfortable for most of the game. We're gonna pass around Liverpool. We're gonna be more intense than Liverpool. We're just gonna score. We're gonna score our chances. Liverpool will give us a one-on-one. Because they will try man-marking us. They will try to go one-on-one against us. And let me tell you, one-on-one against Cherki is suicide. One-on-one against Haaland is suicide. One-on-one against both is suicide. Suicide squared. So no, I think we're comfortably winning. If I'm being complete, I think we're comfortably winning. I'll go 3-1. I can't make any argument for Liverpool. Salah can score for them, sure. Wirtz is not performing. Isak is overrated. I've said that for 3 seasons in a row now, by the way. Don't call me a fucking sensationalist. I've said it 3 seasons in a row. Nah. I don't see it. So, I'll just leave it there. I can't say much. Liverpool don't look good. We look great. Sometimes it's that simple. Sometimes it's that simple. So, Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll just leave it there. Can't say much more, can I? I've already waffled enough. Yeah, bro, robbery. Actual daylight robbery. Never a foul if you're losing the same consistency as with the penalty. Robbery, robbery, robbery. But whatever. Fuck Barcelona. Fuck Liverpool. We're gonna beat them. And the Scousers will be very angry. I'll see you guys on the next one. Join me on the Liverpool watch along tomorrow. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.